Hello, folks. I got to drive on the lunch break here and talk. I don't have much time. Breaking news. So I told everybody the big deal for the United States was going to be Canada's Supreme Court while they're prorogued. And of course, while prorogued, they do a lowball offer to Robinson Superior. Completely lowballed. Way outside the realm of anything the United States has settled with their American Indian counterparts that they've done since the 1930s. Since the 1930s. Almost a whopping majority are done. There remains some that are actually attached to 1812 war. And I got some freebies from the Americans last night. It was awesome. They said, look, we're going to help you. They singled me out. And just so everybody knows, guess who shows up? Parkland Institute, real NDP communist stronghold. Same assholes bugging me online all day yesterday. Wow. They showed up. They had to pay to get in there. And they show up thinking they know more about our Constitution. And they're going to school everybody, make some key points. Well, they fell flat on their ass. They got myth busted. Not only shot down and embarrassed, the Democrats chose me. I totally smythed Alberta's NDP, which is Canada's NDP too. I made an asshole out of Jagmeet Singh and all his socialist friends. Snap of a finger. Funny how I was upset last night with the harassment. And of course they show up right in my educational event. They got schooled extremely badly. And in fact, my little spew went on. And in fact, I've got both Democrats and Republicans. More Republicans, but I got Democrats too. These are lobbyists. These are doctorates of law. And they're coming with guess who? 51st state. They see it too. And it's impressive. That's impressive. And NDP not only got schooled, they kind of got scorned. They were ignorant of their own Constitution. Just so you all know, and Americans are a little naive too. Some things that they take for granted, they think, I should just roll out in a political platform. If I just present civics, I start training Canadians, and I get these lobby groups going, it's all going to spread across Canada. I didn't have the time or the platform to be able to go into any much detail with them, but this is me to you, and some I will, right? I have two major Republican connections, one major Democrat connection now, and these are proven in presidencies, former and past presidencies that Donald J. Trump highlighted, and it's amazing. I am so blessed, so fortunate, and it does make me feel better today. But the Americans are looking at Canada. They saw the lowball offer. Canada's trying to give more time, more expense to me, to all of you for the Robinson Superior, because those monies are going to go up. Those court costs are going to go up, and so is the interest. It's going to go up, surpassing probably $100 and maybe $15 billion if another 2 years delay is put, especially through the Supreme Court and all of those First Peoples. Now, America has an easy solution for that, a solution that's worked for them since the 1930s, that all American Indians can get behind, they're very happy with. Not in Canada, in our fascist system. The Americans want me to tell you all, they think this is very easy to say, look, your Constitution has 30 separate documents. You are absolutely fascist in a number of those documents. I'm supposed to easily roll this out to all of you, but this isn't America. Not only do we not have civics, we have no right to it, because the provinces cut that out. States have it. I wanted to get into that. I mean, I was tickled that they shot down, this was Democrats and Republicans alike, shot down NDP. Alberta NDP, doctorate representative from Parkland Institute, one of Gil McGowan's boys, right? But he got humiliated, and that's a doctorate. It just shows you how incompetent a doctorate of law in Canada is on that stage. And the European Union was there last night too. High rep from the European Union. They tested to see if I could speak French. I can't. I said, look, I don't do linguistics. It's me. I'm intelligent in a lot of areas. That's not one of God's gifts for me. I'm not alone. There's lots of people that are extremely good with numbers. And I got some idiot driver here. There's a lot of people that have talents. That's not one of mine. I'm below average in linguistics. I don't do well in spelling and grammar. It's something I work at every day of my life. I don't know if I'll ever make it. I'll never make it in any linguistics. And I don't think I have to be. It's not going to change my world or my ideas. We'll find somebody, and we are finding people, in fact, from Quebec that will be able to do that. So I'm very happy about all that. It's not the end-all and be-all of the world. That's Canada's world. It doesn't have to be the 51st state's world. And it also, when it comes to pluralism, it's absolutely something you can take as the 51st state. But it's not going to break us whether people speak or not. That's European Union, and it's never going to be Canada or actually the United States of America. At least not Canada, the 51st state. Will you have pluralism? Sure. But the Robinson Superior, that's where Americans think I'm supposed to just roll out all these fascist documents and you're all supposed to just take that easily, as they scorned NDP. They scorned them. They humiliated them. Republican and Democrat alike. Didn't matter. They were very, very shocked and kind of, you could see, unimpressed. And I was personally named. They said these 3 Americans should hook up with this guy from Canada. This guy has it together. And folks, I don't have a law degree. I don't. But Americans appreciate people who can get constitutionalism right, have a deep understanding of it, took the time to learn it. Not only learning Canada, but much other countries too. And that's a blessed gift, something I'm very proud of, and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try to do the best I can. I'm going to do these email connections with these lobbyists from the States who have even bigger civil society branches than anything we can find in Canada. Obviously, they're much bigger, but it's impressive, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm pretty excited. It's pretty cool. I should have tagged Benjamin Ebley in this because there's lots I got to show him too. But anyways, this is the video. Canada is showing itself to the United States as a superiorly incompetent government, and even in its institutions of the Crown, completely incompetent, unskilled. And that was really reflective last night. It's pretty bad when a Canadian welder can defeat a doctorate of law from Canada and also a political scientist from Canada in a master's. And I've never taken those 2 programs. I've only effectually done that in my life and in my own journey. That's my video. Share, share, share. Lots coming. Canada very, very highlighted. Donald J. Trump and the GOP were waiting to see if Canada rolled out a settlement, actual settlement, but they're trying to delay. It's what Canada does. And remember, Canadians, all of you, you get billed. You pay not only those who were wronged by the Crown, but you also pay the Crown judicial. And it's not juristocracy. It's King's Court. America knows this. And that was another thing they slammed NDP on. And that's just NDP. I would love for the Liberals and then their civil societies or conservatives to show their ugly face in an American forum like that, a top American forum. I would love that. But I don't think they will. I think they know that they're dead in the water here. And they're going to see how much they can fool all of you. Important video. Share, share, share. Get it out there. God bless. Bye now. Much better day. Better night. I see you there, Jonathan. Lots to talk about. I'll call you later. Bye now.